present, or future, the City of Dillon has a rich heritage. Join us now for Down Home Dillon, where we will focus on our history, present accomplishments, and the future of our great city. Welcome to Down Home Dillon.
Hey, good morning. Welcome to Down Home Dillon on this cloudy, cool January 15th into a new year, 2021. Glad to see it from my standpoint. I'm sure a lot of people are, but still got those same challenges 2020 brought. But I think it's going to be a better year. I think you can see some light at the end of the tunnel on these vaccines. Obviously, more people are getting it right now, so the only good thing about that is I think it's going to burn itself out. More people get it, more people being vaccinated, generally it's supposed to burn itself out. So I think that's going to happen. Even though a lot of people are having a difficult time getting their vaccines and how to schedule them. I can't believe the government makes seniors go and log on, create a username and password. Heck, I can't even do that most of the time and expect them to do it. But that's a whole other subject for another day. Right now, things are slow as far as I know with the city of Dillon. I don't know a whole lot going on. I'm going to call up our city manager, Mr. Wagner, in just a few, and we'll talk to him. So it might be a fairly short program today, but we'll see where that leads us to, and we'll be right back in a moment.
Experience true Southern hospitality. Enjoy an unforgettable day of golf and warm up your game right here in your own backyard at the newly renovated City of Dillon Municipal Golf Course, formerly Twin Lakes. If you haven't shot around here recently, you should give it a try. With 18 holes for $18 every Thursday, value is in the bag. Memberships are available and no tee time required, but call ahead anyway. We'll get a cart ready for you.
Welcome back Down Home Dillon. I have Mr. Glenn Wagner with us, the city manager of the city. It's going to kind of fill us in on a few things out there. Glenn, I told him I don't know a whole lot of anything going on. I think the only thing that I remember coming up this time of year was the father-daughter dance out at the Wellness Center.
Yes, it is a new year, still fighting COVID. Some of our special events that we normally have are up in the air at this date. However, I can tell you that the father-daughter dance will not take place as it usually does the 1st of February. I just don't think that's a good thing to do at this point in time. Love to have it. We usually have anywhere from 700 to 1,000 people. Don't know if that's something we need to do, especially if it's an event like that. But hopefully we can. Yeah, hopefully we can do something down the road to bring it back for this year, because the young ladies enjoy it for sure. But them fathers love it too. They get a chance to dress up and show off their beautiful daughters and get to spend about 3 hours with them one-on-one. And that's been great that the city and the Dillon Kiwanis Club has done now for almost 13 years. So it's been a good program, and we will continue to do it. Just won't be able to do it this February.
Yeah.
And as far as our other special events that we normally do in the spring are still on the table to be done, because there are outdoor events. The annual, what is that? St. Patrick's Day. I had to think about it for a second. St. Patrick's Day event, we're still planning to do that. Not sure if we're going to have the chili cook-off involved with it this year as we did last year, but hopefully we will. And then the annual Celebrate Maine is scheduled the end of April, so I'm hopeful that we'll be able to do that since we didn't get to do it last year. So we're looking forward to some of those special events. We also got, it's that time of the year, and we just came through one countywide and nationally, but city elections are coming up in April. In fact, starting January 22nd, those that are interested in filing for a seat on the city council, those seats are District 3, District 5, and District 6. That filing process begins Friday, January 22nd, and ends on Monday, February the 1st. So there'll be more information about that on our Facebook page, website, and in the Dillon Herald. But those 3 seats are up for re-election. One of those seats is held by Mr. J. David, who is the member from District 6, who is actually fulfilling the term of Johnny Brady, who resigned about 2 years ago when he moved out of state. And Jay was elected in a special election that summer, but that seat does expire, along with District 5 seat, which Dr. Phil Wallace has held for many years. And then District 3, which Mr. Johnny Yeller has held for many years. Those 3 seats are up for re-election. So January 22nd is the day to file. February 1st is the last day to file. So got those coming up. That election to be held, I think, the first Tuesday of after the first Monday in April.
Okay.
So there'll be more things coming there.
Yeah, I want to thank Phil Wallace for filling in like he has. It's been real commendable what he's been able to do. I've followed him a little bit. I've had a public event I shared with him at corner of Harrison MacArthur on the groundbreaking of the new bank, and he just did a stellar job representing the city.
And speaking of the First Bank, as I rode by it early this morning, they're starting to build that structure. So, based on their groundbreaking back in December, they said they hope to be completed by June or July, pending weather and all other types of events that may slow them down. So, but they're making good progress.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing that being built.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Anything out at the Wellness Center as far as basketball, volleyball, anything like that?
All of our youth programs at this point in time, we're not having. We tried to do youth basketball. We had registration during the month of November. We normally have anywhere from 150 to 200 kids playing in that program. And we normally have our registration in November. This past November, I think we had 30 kids to register, and it just wasn't feasible to have it. And all that's due to COVID. So we did not have any youth basketball program going on this year, and hopefully, again, registration for our spring sports start up here in February. Hopefully, people will begin to register for those, and we can get those kids back into doing things that they normally do.
Right. Like I was telling Randy in here, I just don't know a whole lot of activity other than what you mentioned right now. Is in the dead of winter, and I think everybody is just hunkered down, ready to see things normalize, and that's just where we are right now.
We are, and we were fortunate to have a good summer and fall. Everybody kind of relaxed a little bit, I think, with COVID. Then the holidays come about, and we kind of figured there were going to be spikes right after that, and there has been. But thank the good Lord that there is a vaccine now being in place and is available. I know that not only in the state of South Carolina, but nationwide, they are running through some struggles and making sure the vaccine gets out, and each location has enough vaccine.
Yeah.
Just last week, our first responders were able to take the first dose through McLeod Hospital here in Dillon. Now they're just waiting on the second dose. And just a little bit of contact I've had through McLeod and our county emergency preparedness. There are steps being taken now they're planning for, along with DHEC, doing the phase 2, I think is called, for citizens that are over the age of 70.
Yep.
To theirs, and they're looking at us, and when I say us, the city of Dillon, hopefully to be able to provide them space at the Wellness Center to help with the number of people they think there's going to be there to take it. So not sure when that's going to start, but I know that they're working on it and planning ahead.
Yeah, I don't think the government's going to be able to do all the distribution. It's going to take private industry. There's about 3 or 4 manufacturers now that's out. I think Johnson & Johnson came out with theirs today, I think. And one of them's a 1-dose vaccine, so that'll help. But I think what you mentioned, that I believe the first thing you got to do is probably your best contact is DHEC. And I know my wife is helping her parents, and is spotty at best. And, on one time I know the earliest they had was end of March, but I guess you got to keep checking because that's going to be a changing thing.
It is, and I just read the other day, and I don't remember exactly if it was a senator or a House member here within the state of South Carolina talking about rural areas and how rural areas were trying to be left out because it wasn't being done in every county. As far as DHEC doing things in every county, they were having to go to different counties. And that was his concern, and it would be mine as well, that people in the PD may have to end up going to Florence or to Horry County, especially the elderly, to get this vaccination. So hopefully they have it worked out where they can go within their own county and be able to get this and not have to travel a long ways.
Right. Okay. Well, Glenn, anything else you want to add, or that's about it?
Well, we're still operating. Our plans are to keep our doors open and do what we've been doing for the past 9 months with COVID. Other than that, we just hope everyone has a safe and a happy new year. And if you're sick, you've been around anyone that's tested positive, continue doing your social distancing, wearing your mask, washing your hands, and pray to our good Lord that we'll all survive this and come out the other side better than what we were when we went in.
All right. All right. Well, listen here, Glenn, you have a good one. We'll get back with you next time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. That was Mr. Wagner. And, not like I said, not a whole lot happening out there right now. Probably more news coming on the next show when we get to it. So with that, we'll pause a moment and be right back.
Experience true Southern hospitality. Enjoy an unforgettable day of golf and warm up your game right here in your own backyard at the newly renovated City of Dillon Municipal Golf Course, formerly Twin Lakes. If you haven't shot around here recently, you should give it a try. With 18 holes for $18 every Thursday, value is in the bag. Memberships are available and no tee time required, but call ahead anyway. We'll get a cart ready for you.
All right, welcome back. I'm glad Mr. Wagner came on. If it weren't for him, we wouldn't have a whole lot of content today. But it's been kind of slow out there right now. It's dead of winter. Hope everybody had a great Christmas. And we go into winter, into spring, and we'll see how it goes. Downtown, you discussed it a little bit. You do have some new interests or investors looking downtown. We'll see where that goes. There's a whole lot of difference in saying what you want to do and what you can do, or what you're able to do. So, I'm still waiting for that big impact on the port. I still think it's coming. So we'll see. This virus has really stumped a lot of business owners. I want to thank God our restaurants are still open in South Carolina. I couldn't imagine in Michigan, California, New York closing and shutting these places down. They talk about stimulus check helping everybody, and I know it helps, but the biggest thing they can do to help is let these people go back to work. Their infection rate at these restaurants when they follow these guidelines is less than 1.5%, way below average of other areas and locations, period. It just is. I want to close on this. Everybody has heard by now the tragic loss of David Price. He was one of Dillon's officers for about 3 years, went to the Marion Sheriff's Department. They laid him to rest earlier this week. So just remember that family, what they're going through. I think David was 29 years old with a wife and beautiful children. I always say you live one day at a time, you aren't promised the next one. And he's a reminder of that. He will be missed and he will be remembered. We thank all our law enforcement and first responders out there for what they do for us every day. So until our next show, look forward to seeing you then. Hope you have a great January, early part of February, and we'll be back. Have a good one. See you next time on Down Home Dillon.